Lake Chad in Africa was until recently one of the greatest in the world. Mega Chad Lake occupied a space as large as Israel, and it was 65 times the size of Montreal. And it was a lifeline for millions. Today, it is a tiny version of what it once was, having decreased by 90% in just 60 years. Shrunken and dry, Lake Chad is an horrifying symbol of a world of climate change and a world without water. The impact of this is already obvious. More than 10 million people have been forced to flee their home. I went to a school by the Lake Chad in northern Nigeria, and I witnessed displaced people, mostly women and girls, walking through my community. These women walked in barefoot, covered in dust. They carried their belongings on their heads and small children wrapped on their back. The lake borders 4 countries: Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. Terrorist groups cross borders to carry out attacks. Nowhere is safe. When the Boko Haram terrorist group invaded a school like mine in 2014 and kidnapped 276 teenager schoolgirls, I was determined to change the narrative. Becoming an activist was never a choice for me. It is a necessity. But I'm not only an environmental activist, I am an ecofeminist. I founded the Elite Climate Action Movement to restore Lake Chad and to empower women to become the true custodian of the environment. Women and girls are bearing the brunt of the climate crisis. In sub-Saharan Africa, women spend 40 billion hours in a year working to collect water. So they are economically disadvantaged and vulnerable to become attacked or kidnapped when they walk to the wells or to the lake. Elite Climate Action have helped women in rural communities to create a more sustainable environment and to fight for greater food security for their families. We provide them with seedlings and a native plant and give them the organic fertilizer to increase their yield between 60 to 80%. In this way, we have empowered 30,000 women and girls. At our workshop, we bring gender-smart and ecofeminist approach to managing the Lake Chad. 20,000 women has been empowered to attend this workshop. We bridge the gender resource gap and give women the space they need to discuss and solve societal issues. 40 million people depend on Lake Chad for commercial and agricultural activities. Reduced rainfall and dams have cut off the lake's water supply. But I am determined to help restore Lake Chad to the great lake it once was. Using the satellite sensing system, we have monitored the changing size and the size of the lake as well. We analyzed the land use pattern and the condition of the rivers that feed in it. With this data, we have produced more than 30 infographics benefiting 2.5 million people with the early warning signs of drought and changing conditions. We have brought this awareness to millions of people who live around this mighty lake that is receding water and at the cause of conflict and the hunger. This allows policymakers and community leaders to make informed decisions about our environment. For my work, I was made an International Climate Protection Fellow by Alexander von Humboldt. And I've been a 2-time Nigerian youth delegate to the United Nations Conference of Parties. Delegates, if Africa is not safe, nowhere is safe. If Lake Chad cannot be restored, all of our water systems are at risk. But this story can have a different ending if women, as well as men, are able to play their part in the fight back. So as a proud ecofeminist, I say, let us save our natural resources by using all of our human resources.